Tom has a box that has a volume of 27 cubic inches. Now, which square is congruent to a face of Tom's cube? So now it's calling the box a cube. So you have to be careful on this. The box is now a cube. And the difference is a box could be a rectangular solid. A cube is a particular kind of rectangular solid where the length equals the width and the width equals the height. So everything's the same on a cube. Now it's saying the square, and they're giving us four choices. Which square is congruent to a face of Tom's cube? Here's one choice. That's a 1-inch square, a 1 by 1, or a 2 by 2, or a 3 by 3, or a 4 by 4. Okay, so which square is congruent to a face of Tom's cube? Now, we're talking about volume here of a cube, where the length equals the width equals the height. So we're going to label this X, X, and X, since they're all the same on a cube. All right, and we know the volume is the length times the width times the height. Okay, but the length is the same thing as the width, it's the same thing as the height, so you could label all of them X, X, and X. So in this volume, X times X times X, where this is the length, width, and height. And so we call this X cubed. X to the third power, we call it a cube, X cubed. All right, and we're saying the volume is 27. So now we've got to test out that 1-inch cube here. If the volume's 27, do you get that? Do you get that by substituting 1 in here? Is 1 times 1 times 1, does that equal 27? So that eliminates the first square. The second square was a 2-inch square. So we're saying, does 2 times 2 times 2, does this equal 27? Well, no, it equals 8. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So that's the second square. The third square was 3-inch square. 3 times 3 times 3. Does this equal 27? Well, yes. So we're going to pick the 3-inch square. Definitely it's not the 4-inch square, because 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So we're kind of stuck with the 3-inch square. Okay? So we're saying the 3-inch square, you're going to have a 3 by 3. Because the volume is 3 times 3 times 3. The square is a 3 by 3. We're going to pick answer H.